Got the Canik TP9 SF Elite S. That's the one with this little safety doohickey here. We're going to do our full rag +1 reliability test. We've got a steel target about 25 yards out. That safety's odd. See how it does. Worked just fine. That failure to lock back was totally my fault because I've got large hands and my thumb was riding right on that slide release. Speaking of, in honor of Military Arms Channel and his wisdom, let's check that slide release on the left side. Works just fine.
Huh. Alright, so we have the Canik TP9 SF Elite S. Probably not one of my favorites. There's a couple of things about this one that are interesting. Obviously, besides the shooting part of it, it's got this safety here, which is, I mean, I like what they were trying to do. You know, I love the paddles. I think it's a great mag release. And I think that that was where they were trying to go with this, but the lever is too small and it's too close to the trigger when you're trying to pull it out of your holster to get the safety off and get on target and keep the gun in your hand. I mean, there may be people who can do it. Awesome. I don't find it something that's supernatural. So overall, it's not a bad shooter. The sights don't really work for me. It's a very small, as you can see, little dot up there. I like something that screams a little bit more at me. But in terms of functioning and trigger reset and all that good stuff, it works.
The TP9 SF Elite S with the trigger guard paddle safety. I'm with ERIKA on this one. Tried a couple different methods. Such, my hat's off to you for figuring out how to make it happen smoothly. Tried a few things and it must just be a hand size, finger length thing. For me, if I push with my middle finger, it's easy to deactivate, but then I don't have a complete grip of the gun and I've got a gap forming back here. If I use my trigger finger, now I have to shift my hand again. So just my fingers are too long for that to be effective for me. I think if I had this model, I'd rather just not use the safety.
Thanks again for watching GBGuns. I'm assuming if you watched this far, you appreciate our format, or you're trying to figure out how to make that very argumentative comment. Either way, click the big griffin to subscribe. The Patreon link, since Google doesn't want to pay gun channels anymore, it helps with our ammo costs. Over here, for a video related to what you just watched, at least Google thinks so, or down here for the playlist relevant to the video you just saw.